Good news, the weekend is coming. And I am thinking about making cinnamon rolls, but my way, meaning less sugar and more flavor. Wow, that is incredible. Hey, I am Bruno Albouze. Welcome to the Real Deal Cooking channel. So, in order to improve the texture and flavor of your cinnamon rolls, we're gonna have to work on something a little bit more elaborate. First, I'm going to warm up some heavy cream and throw in my sugar pectin mixture and my ground cinnamon. Bring to a boil and set aside. Meanwhile, I'm gonna make a caramel with corn syrup, white and brown sugar. Using brown sugar though will actually trick the color of the caramel at its early stage. So what you're gonna do? Just cook until it begins to smoke. Turn off the heat and add my cream mixture. Turn the heat back on and I'm going to cook this for a couple of minutes. Next I am going to add my butter and a couple of pinches of fleur de sel. Let cool and chill. Nuts are optional, but you know what? It definitely improves mouthfeel. Here I'm going to use a mix of crushed walnuts and hazelnuts. Lightly toasted though, but you can use any nuts you like. You know, cinnamon rolls and sticky buns belong to the viennoiserie family and can actually be done with laminated croissant dough, brioche or Danish dough. Remember when I made this fabulous coulibiac of winter fruits recipe? Well, I used 2/3 of the brioche, rolled out the remaining brioche into a sheet, wrapped and froze. It could not be a more appropriate occasion to master my cinnamon rolls recipe with. It's cool and firm, and that's what you want. I am just going to readjust the size and the thickness of my brioche dough and spread this luscious brown sugar caramel filling. Be generous. It always pays off. Oh yeah, baby. Look at that. The texture is perfect. You know, viennoiserie in general, especially stuffed ones, are not supposed to be healthy. It's more like a treat that you would enjoy once a week or twice. But nonetheless, it doesn't mean that you have to stuff things with sugar and spices. You know, every time we cook and we bake something, we gotta think about equilibrium. And you know, I am not into sugary and over spicy food. I mean, this is not my vision of cooking and baking. Spread over our nuts evenly and form a log, pretty tight. And you know what? I'm gonna freeze it for about 20 minutes to rest. Then I'm going to readjust the size of the log and divide it into 7 equal portions. Yet, do not hesitate to use your refrigerator and freezer, especially during warm days. Otherwise, you can be sure that it is going to be a mess. Arrange cinnamon rolls in a greased pan, spacing them about ½ inch and press down a bit to even them up. Look at that pepito! Next step, proofing. Depending on the room temperature, it might take an hour or an hour and a half. Egg wash if desired and bake for about 35 minutes at 350 degrees Fahrenheit, 180 degrees Celsius. Then lightly top with lemon glaze. Set for 1 minute in the oven, cool a little bit and unmold. I hope guys you have enjoyed this extraordinary cinnamon rolls episode. To get the full recipe, go to brunoskitchen.net. For now, please subscribe, like my page on Facebook, and follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Pinterest at Bruno Albouze. Bon appétit, and see you next time. So you know what? It's Sunday morning. Actually, it is. Let me taste this. I cannot wait any longer. Oh my gosh, this is incredible. Wow. Not over yet. Well, if you want to make your brioche from scratch, that's the best way to go. It ensures consistency and reliability. First, I am going to combine the dry ingredients such as flour, sugar, salt, and instant yeast. Then add the chilled eggs and milk. Knead on medium-low and medium, scraping down the sides of the bowl as it goes. When smooth and the dough gets firm and pulls away, then you're gonna add the chilled and cubed butter and knead for another 10 minutes or until smooth and elastic. Now, the brioche dough should be at 77-81 degrees Fahrenheit, 25-27 Celsius. At this stage, no extra flour needed. If the brioche is well mixed, it should not stick. Shape into a tight ball and let rise for about 90 minutes. I cannot describe the smell of a fermented brioche, but it's quite amazing. You got to experiment that. So the next step for my brioche, I'm going to punch it down and flatten it on a baking tray. Deflate completely, fold it over to make a nice and even slab. Wrap up and freeze for now. That will put the brioche to its sleeping mode. Then transfer to the refrigerator to rest overnight. For my cinnamon rolls recipe, which by the way serves 7, I used 1/3 of this brioche recipe. In fact, you have two options. You can divide the brioche slab into 3 equal portions, wrap and freeze, or roll them out into sheets, top with parchment, shape into cylinders, wrap and freeze. Thank you again for watching. Ciao, ciao.